how do we start a poultry project? When I say poultry project here, I mean raising birds at home for business, selling them and getting money. Before you hurry to set up a project, what do you need to know, or what do you need to put at the back of your mind? The factors you need to focus on before you acquire this kind of project. First, study about the basics of poultry. When I say study about the basics of poultry, it will help you to know the kind of breeds you are going to deal with. Are you going to deal with broilers? Are you going to deal with layers? Are you going to deal with broilers? Are you going to deal with local chickens? You study about all of those things. The nutritions. In the nutritions, I mean your balanced diet is the feeds, the kind of feeds you are going to use at the farm. The health. You have to know how to administer the vaccines so that you can support the health of these birds. That's what I mean by studying about the basics of poultry you want to set up. The other thing, define your goals. The size of poultry projects you wish to open up. The kind of birds you are going to put in those poultry projects. Defining your goals. When do you want to generate income? At how many months do you want to sell your chicks or your chickens or your birds? Are you going to deal with layers? When do you want to sell your eggs? The other thing you have to know, conduct market research. Market research here, I mean generally where you're going to be selling your products to. Before setting up a poultry project, go out and find the partners, their products, so that you can also come at the farm and make sure you meet the competition. Get your potential buyers who are going to be coming at your farm and purchase your products at large quantities. It will help you to push your goals. When you sell them, all that one is called market research. The other thing, before you set up a poultry project, go register your farm. Comply with the rules and regulations of the farm you are going to open up. Registering your farm at any kind of office, it will help you. The visitors who want to visit the poultry farmers within the area, they'll be coming direct because you registered your farm. The other thing you also need before you set up a poultry project, remember to acquire land. Remember to construct the structures. Before you start up a poultry farm, you have to be with the structures, of which the structures are supposed to be constructed at your land. So remember, you have to first acquire your land before you continue with the poultry project. After constructing your structures at the lands you have acquired, then what else? It is now installing. Going purchase the equipment you're supposed to put in the structure. What do I mean by the equipment? Here we are talking about the feeders, the drinkers, the litters you're supposed to put at the floor, the sprayers you're going to use spraying inside before installing these chicks in your structure. The other thing, after constructing and installing your order, then you go and buy the feeds. Identify the good suppliers of your feeds so that you are going to be using at your farm. Identify people who are going to be selling to you the vaccines. Go buy your vaccines. Go buy your feeds. Set up a good drinking source. I mean water source. Before we set up a poultry project, have them at the back of your mind. Very many people have rushed into these projects but without knowing how fast they go through and how hardship they face. Very many people have entered into poultry projects but have failed. But before you start up a poultry project, master these things. After constructing your structure, you have installed the feeds. You have bought your vaccines. Now you go and buy the pellets. Pellets, I mean, go and buy your chicks, bring them to your poultry projects. Go and buy your chicks, bring them into your structures. You start monitoring them from the first day you bring them. Make sure you monitor their health, monitor the feeding plans, create your good feeding plan. Give them in the morning, give them in the midday, give them in the evening. Make sure they have to drink water. Make sure the water source is full of water. Make sure all the drinkers have water. Make sure the feeders you have put feeds. Make sure you ensure administering vaccines in time. Don't miss out any other step at your farm. Make sure you are there. Your presence matters a lot. Be at your farm always and always and always and always, guys. After doing all that, you reach at the stage when your products are ready. Since you conducted market research, it is not going to be hard for you now to get out your products at the sale. Make sure you subscribe, like, and subscribe